Hi, good morning, guys. Trust that everybody's doing very well. Um, the last few days, I've had quite a few inquiries about registering a business, um, firstly, and then secondly, if you are able to have one business and do several things like construction, security, general supply, and stuff like that, or do you need to register a business, at CIPC for each of those activities? So let me start first with the first question. Um, well, a lot of people nowadays think that you register a business at CIPC and that's it. You sit now, you wait that somebody now needs to contact you to start doing business. What a lot of us don't understand is the process that needs to be followed. So you register a business with CIPC, cost you 175 rand. With that, you are able to register for a triple BE certificate. They ask you that when you register the company, um, and they also ask you if you would like to register for UIF and so on. And then also automatically upon registering your business, you then get registered with SARS for tax registration. You get a tax registration number, and that number gets coupled to your company's registration number. Now in the next video, we're going to cover your roles and responsibilities towards SARS when having a business, because I think a lot of us also don't understand what you are liable for in terms of a business, because a lot of times people say that they have a business for 3 to 4 years, and all of a sudden now SARS comes out with penalties because you haven't filed anything. But now in your mind, why do you need to file a tax return if your business has not done anything? So we'll cover that in another video. But for now, so this is the process how it follows, and it's easy. You can do this yourself, or you can ask somebody who has a consulting business like myself. We are the father business consultants. You can get somebody to do it for you, and then you will be paying a fee. So this is how it goes. 175 rand gets paid at CIPC. This money needs to be in your account before they even send you any documentations like your memorandum of incorporation or SARS documentations or whatever. So you register your company at CIPC, you choose 4 names. This is proposed names. So you think unique names, which you have in mind. So let's say your name is Jason, and then you can say Jason's Projects and Services. That's going to be your company's name. So you've now registered that. You've chosen to get the triple BE certificate. They're going to ask you there a few questions. So it's simple. Everything they will ask you, you only need to answer honestly. Like you need to have your ID number. You need to have your date when your ID document was issued. If you are married, they will ask you what's your marriage date, what is your spouse's ID number. So those are the information that you need to have. Then you need to have an operating address where the business is going to operate from. This address can be your address as well. Doesn't necessarily have to be a physical business address. Contact numbers, emails, addresses, those are the information that you need to complete in the document. Then now you've done that and submitted everything. So you should receive your documents depending on what time during the day you've done the registration, and if the payment has been done on time, you should receive it within 24 hours. Once you've received your documents, which will be included the welcome letter, memorandum of incorporation, and your 14.1, those documents which will be crucial when you're opening a bank account wherever you're going to open it. By the way, they will also ask you on registering if they need to refer you to a bank, they will give you the fees there, so you can do a proper study in terms of which bank you can use. Now, a lot of banks nowadays has what they call sole proprietaries, or if you want to go the legal route, then it obviously is going to be a PTY Ltd, which is now what you're registering with CIPC. So I'm not here to tell you which bank you can go to, but from my experience, I would say that the bank that has offered me the most suitable service thus far for my business is Nedbank. And you obviously can choose that you use a starter bundle with Nedbank, and you get 6 months where you don't pay any fees if your transactions is below 20 for the month. So I'm not promoting the bank, I'm just saying or stating the facts. That's my personal opinion. So now you've done all that, you've opened your bank account. Now the important thing is your business is registered. You have a tax registration number, you have a business registration number. It doesn't mean now that you can just go and trade. You can get tenders, you can get contracts and stuff like that. There are certain requirements that businesses now need you to follow. If you, for argument's sake, want construction business, there is CIBD, that you need to register with, which a lot of companies is going to require you to have. And then also your HNBRC, which you then also have to register with. So there's quite a few things that you need to follow and comply with in order to qualify for construction projects and stuff like that. The important thing that you need to remember is to register with CSD, Central Supply Database. This is now if you want to tender at state-owned companies, municipalities, government-owned entities. You need to have registered on CSD. Each and every company gets a unique registration number which starts with MAAA. Now, once you've searched csd.gov.za, it's easy to register yourself. Once again, you can ask a business consultant like myself to register you on that stuff. The important thing is that compliance is key when having a business. So you need to comply to the scope of work of each tender or contract that will be awarded to you. And in most cases at municipalities, the first thing they will ask you is, are you registered with CSD? Do you have an MAAA number? And then you need to provide that number for them. So on CSD, basically the reason why, let me just give you a background in terms of why they have this. Each and every organization within government is interconnected through CSD. So if you have done work for the municipality and they've blacklisted you there, you're going to be blacklisted at CSD. So Transnet or whoever is also registered on CSD via government portal, they will pick it up immediately. If you are, for argument's sake, behind on tax, it will show that you are non-compliant on that thing. So that's why I'm saying it's important, it's key for each and every business to ensure, guys, that you are complying to your tax responsibilities, as well as making sure that your status is updated and contact details is there, bank information is updated. Remember now, when you have to get paid by a supplier, people need to confirm that whether if your details is correct. If it is not accurate, your payment is going to be delayed. That's it. So basically, in a nutshell, guys, it's fine to register a business, but you need to comply with when you want to apply for tenders and stuff like that. So the company that will issue the tender document, there will be a scope of work. The scope of work will provide you with the details of the contract. Within that scope of work will also be the technical requirements. Now the technical requirements will be now you need to be registered with CSD. You need to have a tax registration number. The other important thing is having a tax clearance certificate. Now, it's easy to also, register for that, or retrieve it from SARS. Again, if you are not, um, I would say, skilled, or if you require assistance, get somebody to do it. Rather pay that person to ensure that your documents and stuff is in place. And I'm not, now promoting my own company, but I give advice. I don't charge for advice. Um, then again, also, make sure that you are compliant in terms of that. In terms of tax registration, TCS, it's easy. You can log in on the internet, search for tax clearance certificate. They will provide you with a process, step by step, in terms of how you can get that information. It's very easy. Again, what you require there is your company registration number. You need your tax registration number. You need to have your contact details. Ensure that your contact details is updated on the system again, like I said previously. So that's how you then will be able, they will then email it to the email address that you've provided it with. It's important that when you register your business, make sure that the contact details on that on the documents is yours. A lot of times when you have business consultants that does this, they do not add your details there, they put theirs. So you will have to pay every time that you make use of that service, because that email is going to go to their email address. So that's that. Any questions on that, you are more than welcome to email me, or you can contact me at 063 880 1540. That's 063 880 1540. Then to go on to our last question, if you are able to, or should you now register a separate entity for each activity that you want to do? No, you can register one company, one name. You can call it, let's say, Pitt Steelworks, or Pitt Projects and Services. And within that business, you can do security, you can do construction, you can do you can basically do whatever you want. You can open a spaza shop, a tax shop, or whatever you want to do. Again, the important thing is that you need to comply. So let's say you have this company now, Pitt's Projects and Services. Then you want to do security, so you need to be registered with PSERA. You need to have your grade at least A, a B, or whatever. So the director needs to ensure that he complies with the requirements of that. If it's that you are applying for a tender and the tender requires you to have a firearms license, then you need to comply with it. So basically what I'm saying is you can have one business and do multiple activities. Construction, the same thing. And then again, guys, you need to also remember, when you have this business, a lot of time the scope of work will require you to have a health and safety file. Again, it's part of compliance. So basically, for today, let me just end off by that and saying, compliance is key when having your own business. So make sure that when you have your business, you are compliant. Doesn't matter now, you've paid your 175, you've registered your business, and that is it. We're planning on having a few workshops next year to also uplift and skill the guys out there. For now, you are more than welcome, like I said, to contact me. We have what we call a Tender 101 Basics booklet that we're selling for 175. In that booklet, it covers basically all your questions that you would ask in terms of what is my requirements that I need when I tender, how do I read the tender, what do I do at a briefing session. This is just the basics. How do I come to a point to charge, or how do I determine what my price is going to be. So again, you are more than welcome to contact me at 063 880 1540 if there is any questions, or if you would like any assistance. If you are interested in buying the booklet, you can use the same number. It's open to WhatsApp as well. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope that the information was valuable.